So, if you were to talk about who has the best soldiers in the world, again, this is all subjective, but you can have some fun with it. Canada takes first place at NATO Military Challenge. I spoke to a soldier from Canada once. He was saying they have these games. I guess he went and saw the competition, or he was involved. I don't remember, it was a while ago. And he said all the teams were laughing at how Canada was competing. I think he had to move 10 guys a certain distance. Canada did it different than every other team, but in the end, they beat every other team by a wide margin. Canada just has better soldiers. They're tougher, they're stronger, and apparently the reason is they're better trained. Beyond that, I don't know. But that's what he says. And you can see Canada troops take top spot to earn the trophy. Canada brings home the trophy. Top shooter. They're just highly trained. During World War I, Canadian Corps earned a reputation as fierce and effective. Vimy Ridge and Passchendaele. If you ever get a chance to see the movie Passchendaele, it was tremendous, very informative, and very good. And then as far as long-range shooters, you'll see the Americans have a movie with Bradley Cooper, something about marksmanship or whatever. I forget the name of the movie. Very good movie. But you'd come away from that movie thinking the Americans have the best shooters, and they don't. Canada has the record for the longest shooter, and if you want to know who it is, it's this guy. His name's Wally. Very talented, very skilled. So feared, I think the Russians heard that, or when they heard that he was coming over to fight, many of them left the battlefield. They didn't want to have any part. This guy was so good and so talented, and they know his talents. They're aware of him, and he scared them so much that they left. So there you go. There you have it. Again, somewhat subjective, but there are also competitions, and if other teams were better, they would win. I remember Colin Powell on Meet the Press saying he thought the soldiers from the U.S. were the best, and they're not. I remember laughing when I heard that because they're not the best. And another anecdote was this guy was saying the Americans and Canadians were doing a joint venture. And when the Americans saw how good the trenches dug by the Canadians were, they scared them off and told them to move away. And then the Americans took the trenches that the Canadians had dug. That's how good the Canadians are. They're just known to be better than everyone else.